Yeah, just a great night for volleyball. Not just the result, but just the culmination of a lot of hard work by a lot of people to get back into the pyramid and have this kind of crowd. So huge props to our athletic department and Andy Fee and his whole crew to making this happen. Because a couple of weeks ago, obviously, we had totally different rules going on, so we were a little concerned were these type of nights going to be possible again this year. So thank you to Long Beach State for making that happen. But I think as the match goes, two really good first sets. You know, we kind of had control of the second set, and we were able to close it out. And we were down, by a couple in the first set. And I thought the difference in that first set really was our servers off the bench all came in and scored points. You know, Calvin and Simon and Nate Harlan all did a really good job tonight, and that kind of gave us that little spark to get us over the first set. And then third set was just kind of everything kind of went our way in that set. So that we don't put a whole lot of into that other than it feels good. But a really good team with a lot of service pressure from UCLA, and I thought our passers did a great job tonight. And I thought Aiden set a really good game, and Mason did a great job passing, and Clark was just an absolute horse for us tonight. So the other part was I thought our block and defense did it won't show up as many stuffs, maybe as many good touches that we had that we were able to get converts on, and that I thought Grant and Shane Holloway did a great job of anchoring our blocking. But as we always talk about, we see these guys in a week again. Neither one of us, we don't play another opponent. I'm not 100% sure on their schedule. We play them next week at their place, so this is kind of halftime in this for us, and we know we'll see another great matchup there, and this is exactly why we wanted these matches on the schedule.
Questions?
Hey, Coach.
Yep.
So 6 straight against top 10 opponents, obviously number 1 against number 2. The pyramid's rocking. Went through the gauntlet, still have another one against UCLA. Just talk about what these games mean with a team that's pretty young early on. Yeah,
there's no substitute for playing in big matches against good teams that have a really deep bench of guys, so they can give you a lot of different looks. It's not like you're just going to get on a team like these guys and they don't have some answers off the bench to give you some different looks. So these type of matches are just pivotal to be able to settle into these kind of environments and get comfortable in these, because this is what the Big West feels like when you play the Friday, Saturday series against a lot of teams. And obviously, if you want to play late in the season, this is what matches feel like in late April and early May. So, but the biggest thing about the schedule, I know a lot of people looked at it with excitement of just how many teams and the type of teams, and that's great. And it was done on purpose because we basically went 2 years without playing these type of matches. So, we just need to be in the fight as long as we possibly can to submerge ourselves in it. And it was a great atmosphere tonight. That's exactly what we wanted.
Good evening, Coach. So a couple weeks ago, you talked about how deep your middles are. What can you say about Grant and how he was able to perform well despite it not being shown on the numbers?
Well, yeah, I think Grant did a whole bunch of things for us. One, he blocked a couple of balls in key moments. He killed the balls that he got set, and he served opportunities to get him out of system with his jump float, just like we get from Aiden's jump float. But Grant brought a lot of energy to the court, and what you don't see a lot of times what a middle blocker does is the calmness of the block and defense of the systems and what we're trying to do to stop them in different rotations. And Grant worked real hard. He always works real hard, but he was prepped this week, and he did a great job communicating with McKay and Nick Amato during the match. And I thought he did a real seamless job of getting the information in what we were trying to do. There wasn't a whole lot of barking from me to the court. These guys were dialed in.
Hey, Clark. So you got a career high kills tonight with 17. What was working for you offensively tonight, especially when that first that were kind of easy for you?
Yeah, I think Aiden set really well, and with the 2 big left sides that we have and the middles, sometimes I can find myself in some one-on-one situations and just got to put the ball away. So it's just props to the passing as well. I thought they served well, but we passed pretty well, and good sets from Aiden. Gets me one-on-one, so I can do my job.
And this is a question for Grant. Obviously, you got the start at middle. What was that feeling like for you being the start at the middle blocker position, considering the middle blocker position is pretty much one of the deepest parts of your team?
It's great. You won't see a lot of the middles being on the court right now, but during our practices and our trainings, it's great to have that kind of depth, and it really helps having guys like Clark and Alex when they're killing their ball, because it opens up a lot of opportunities for us as well as middles. And so I actually enjoy the depth that we have. It creates a lot of competition for us and helps us in moments like this to be ready to play.
So this question's for Clark and Grant. First set, there were 12 ties, 2 lead changes. After that, there was only 3 ties, 1 lead change. Can you talk about that type of tight-knit first set and how you guys kind of rebounded from that, and you guys led the entire third set. So just talk about the momentum going in from the first set all the way to the third where you guys swept them.
We prepared for UCLA to be ready for us, and we knew that we needed to handle our side, and I thought we did a great job at handling our side, keeping our composure, doing what we needed to do to pass, to serve, to keep the pressure on their side, and open up a lot of opportunities for Clark to get a lot of the kills that he had, and then also for our passing to be able to free up with our block.
I think it's just, can I answer as well? Yeah, I think it's just we control what's on our side, like you said, and we can't control how fast they serve and stuff like that, but we can do our best on our side to limit the errors and just to play clean volleyball through our system. And I think that's what's helped us get through the tight matches.
You guys kept one of UCLA's one of their best offensive players in Ito Don pretty quiet. What was the plan going in against him? Why are you guys able to execute it?
Yeah, can't tell you too much of that. We play him next week. No, I mean, to be really, really honest, we have different blocking systems that we use, and we have a couple of different ways to attack an opposite. And I thought out of the gate we did a really good job of getting some quality touches and blocked a few balls on him early. He's a really good player with a great arm. I thought when he came out and then he came back in, he had a little bit more success, and so obviously we were glad to get out of there. But for me, the biggest thing is effort. Effort on block and defense is a big part to create opportunities to score points, to get separation. And in the men's game, I think a lot of times what goes unlooked is the digs. We had 33 digs in 3 sets. That means our guys played really, really hard. They dug balls, they blocked balls, they served, but they put a lot of effort into digging balls to create opportunities to score points. So, and that goes back to what you're talking about whether it be their opposite or their outsides. Regardless of what we did blocking, we dug a ton of balls, and that puts double pressure on them, and that is 100% controllable on our side of the net. We can bring effort, because that's what defense is every single night, and the guys were great.
All right, and this is a question for Alan. Obviously, your team was strong offensively. UCLA only had 20 digs, and what can you say about your team's passing and your team's overall offense as next week you play UCLA at the John Wooden Center and not Paul Billy?
Yeah, we played a really good team who has a long history of trying to be very, very aggressive serving. So to pass the ball as well as we did and hit 400 means that the credit goes to some really good sticks for killing the ball, but the passing and setting was great tonight.
It's the last question for me. Clark and Grant, this building is different when it's crowded. We saw it with men's basketball on Tuesday. You saw it again today. Just talk about what it means to play in front of this crowd when they're rocking and cheering you guys on, especially in these type of, it's early, but these games that on paper mean a lot.
Yeah, that was my first time playing in front of that many people for sure. So it's awesome to have fans there, and we're super happy that it's opening up. And we just want to continue to get as many people here as possible. So.
Well, let me say one thing on that too. It's obviously it's exciting time for a lot of the students. They're back. They haven't been on campus, and we were just really, us and the men's basketball team the other night, kind of the benefactor of people being on campus and excited to actually do something again. So hopefully they enjoyed what they saw from the basketball team the other night, and they liked what they saw with us, and they keep coming back because there was no doubt that that atmosphere was special. And that's what, you don't, as a young athlete, you don't dream of being a college athlete and playing in an empty gym. You dream of big moments in big matches with big crowds in that college collegiate spirit and everyone behind you, whether it's for you or against you sometimes. Those are the moments as an athlete, those are the matches you remember. You don't remember some of the ones that when you play in a gym somewhere else when there's 125 people in a high school sized gym. That's not what it's about. So that we appreciate that. We don't take it for granted. Thank you for everyone who came out, and huge props to Rich and everybody in the marketing department to get people here and make it exciting to come watch us play.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing to have this kind of fan base. To be able to play in front of this kind of crowd and being able to experience this firsthand. Like Clark said, this is my first time as well playing in front of a crowd like this. It's a dream come true.
Thank you,
Awesome.
guys.
Thank you, guys.